Hello my lovelies, it is time for another round of Cards Against My TBR, so stay tuned. Hi, hello, welcome. If you're new here, Cards Against My TBR is one of my multiple TBR games that I play in order to help me pick my TBR for the month. And the way this works is I pick 5 question and answer cards. I shuffle them all up. I have 26 question cards, 26 answer cards. I shuffle them all together and I draw 5. And that determines, I find books that answer the questions or books that the answer makes me think of, things like that. And yeah, that's how this works. It's pretty simple. You'll see once we get into it. But before we draw our cards and see, let's look at how I did last month. Okay, so I had 2 books that were rolled over into November from previous months, and those are Songs from the Deep by Kelly Powell and The King of Crows by Libba Bray. And I can say that I did not get to either of these. I mean, Marty and I are probably about halfway through this, but yeah, didn't finish either of these. And these will be rolling over into December. Okay, and then for the cards that I had for last month. I have 2 of them here that I couldn't find the books for. I haven't unpacked all of my books yet, so I'm still working on that. For the card, Wes Anderson's new film tells the story of a precocious child coming to terms with, actually I do have the book for that one. I selected Arch Enemies for this one, and I have not read this one yet. So this one will be rolling over. Sorry if you hear a lot of thumping and clicking and all. But Bella and Einstein decided right now, right here, is the place to wrestle. Okay, so for the next card, this kid I found, I selected The Voice on the Radio by Caroline Cooney, and that's one that I have not unpacked. I have not read it, so that one's also, actually, am I gonna roll that one over? Yes, I'm gonna roll this one over as well. Then for the card, up next on Nickelodeon, Clarissa Explains Blank. For that, I was to read These Deadly Games by Diana Urban, and I did read this, so yay. For the card Divorce, I selected The Divorce Party by Laura Dave, and I finally read it. And last but not least, for the card, On the Third Day of Christmas, My True Love Gave to Me 3 French Hens, 2 Turtle Doves, and A Sliver of Darkness by C.J. Tudor. So I am currently reading this one, and I'm on page 42. So this one will get rolled over. So for last month's Have I Read It? Again, Have I Read It is another way of picking my books. Actually, it's a way that you can, to help pick my books, you vote on which ones that I add. I had to read Arch Enemies and Challenger Deep, and I did read Challenger Deep. I have not, like I said, read Arch Enemies, so that's rolling over. So the winners of the next 2 rounds of Have I Read It. So for Have I Read It number 45, I was to read the top 2 voted books. So in first place with 56 votes, I am to read Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. So I'm going to set that one down here, and hopefully I can use it for one of the prompts. For the second place, I am to read Giant Days Volume 7. That one gets 36 votes. That's one that I have yet to come across unpacking. So when I find it, I'll add it. And then for my Have I Read It number 46, I only had to pick the number 1 voted book, and that was Life Expectancy by Dean Koontz. That one with 20 votes. Okay, so I have a few other books that I really want to try to get to fill in for some of these prompts. So the first one is actually the Mary Bookmas Readathon group book. If you don't know about Mary Bookmas, I will link the announcement video up here. It's a month-long readathon that me, my friend Clint, and Kaylani, we host together, and it's a fabulous time. And there's a group book, and we'll have an author chat with the author of the group book on January 7th. But anyway, so Hooked by Emily McIntyre is our group book, and I really want to find a way to get this on. Also, another book that I'd really like to squeeze on somewhere if I can is Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldry. The publisher was so kind and sent this to me, so I really want to get this on. Oh, also I should say that this was the book that my book buddy of the month last month sent me, and that's why I couldn't read it last month, because it was the group book for Mary Bookmas. And so yeah, this was kindly sent to me by Christina. And then my book buddy for December is Amanda, and I have my book here. I haven't opened it yet, so we're gonna open it together and see what she picked for me. She says, hope you love this series like I did. Ooh. What do we have? Oh! She sent me The Final Gambit by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Oh my. You know what that means? That means that I'm going to have to not only read this, but I'm also going to have to read The Hawthorne Legacy. And I haven't read that one yet. I've only read the first book. So, okay. Well, that's 2 more books I need to figure out how to add into things. Okay, I think that is everything. I have another stack of books down here that I'd like to try to get onto things as well. They're mostly Christmassy books, so hopefully I can find ways to squeeze those in. Sorry, I am dealing with dogs just all over. I'm dealing with dogs. Knocking my lights over, barking, wrestling. They're being a wild bunch today. Okay, so I have my cards here, so let's shuffle these up. I'm wearing my I Can Get You on the Naughty shirt. And these pajama bottoms that have turtles with Santa hats. I thought they were cute. Okay. Shuffling now. Okay, let's pick 5 cards. I'll just set them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have 4 answer cards and 1 question card. All right. So the first answer card we have here is a diverse group of female friends casually discussing the side effects of birth control. So I've had this one before, and I think I selected Finding Yvonne for this one. Do I have any that would work? Honestly, I don't think any of the ones that I have that I wanted to fit. Let me see if any of my Have I Read It's will work. Like my past Have I Read It's maybe. Oh, I almost forgot to say too, another book I need to fit in is The Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake. That's my buddy read with my coffee patrons. Okay, so for this one, I'm gonna go with Spell on Wheels, Just to Get to You by Kate Leth, Megan Levins, and Marissa Louise. A diverse group of female friends. So we're gonna put that one in there. Okay, next answer card we have Power. Oh, surely I have something that this could work for. You know, I think for this I'm gonna go with Skyward. If I remember correctly, this is about like a girl who wants to be a pilot, and she comes across a ship and she's just got to figure out how to power it on, how to get it to go. But I think maybe the ship is kind of sentient or something. I don't know. But Power, I think it works for that. Okay. And let's do the question card next. And today's soup is cream of blank. Cream of legends and lattes. I think that could work. Let me see what these other books are that I have. Yeah, I think that's the one I'm gonna go with. Cream of legends and lattes. And then another answer card we have. The complex geopolitical quagmire that is the Middle East. Okay, I don't think any of these will work for that. So I'm thinking something with like set in the Middle East or by a Middle Eastern author. Let me see what I can find. Okay, I do have some. Let me go upstairs and see what I can find, and I'll be right back. Okay, sorry if the angle changed, but Einstein and Bella have bumped the tripod. Okay, so for this one, I decided to go with A Very Large Expanse of Sea by Tahara Mafi. So the only reason I picked this one was literally, I looked up like Middle Eastern YA authors, and this was the first one that I could find of the chaos that is the bookshelves upstairs. Because they're not in order yet, so. All right, so that's what I'm going to select for that one. And then we only have one more answer card remaining. And Einstein has a bone. Oh, great. Okay, so this one says, eating all the skin off a rotisserie chicken. Okay. So maybe something with, maybe an animal on the cover? Or food? Okay, I'm gonna have to go look upstairs and see what I can find, because nothing that I have that I want to try to add on will actually fit. So let me go look. Okay, so this is a little bit of a stretch, but the one I decided to go with, it has a bird on the cover, because this says eating all the skin off a rotisserie chicken, so it's a bird. I selected The Wicked Deep by Shay Earnshaw because, see, there's a bird. Okay, so can you see these? These are the books that I need to read, plus the voice on the radio. And I also have to read these as well as the Hawthorne Legacy so that I can read this one. And then I also have everything that is on my Wheel of TBR, which will be coming very soon. And in my Wheel of TBR, I will tell you what my TBR is for Mary Bookmas. Sorry about the chomping though. Einstein's got a bone. They decided to be the most during this video. Okay. Well, I hope you guys still enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. And until next time, remember to always be completely you. Bye.